Well, very good evening to all of you watching at home on YouTube this evening for this fourth round FA Youth Cup tie between Swindon Town and Manchester United. We'll bring you team news shortly ahead of kickoff at 7 p.m, but let's have a look what Woody had to say ahead of this evening's fixture. Well, Woody, back at the county ground tomorrow for an enticing contest against Manchester United. What do you know about them and how have preparations been this week?
Yeah, they're a very good side. Currently, probably one of the better teams in the country at under 18. So we know that we're going to be right up against it in terms of where they're at in their league and how well they're doing this season. They've scored a lot of goals. They don't concede many goals. We're not hiding the fact that it's going to be a very, very tough game. We'll be prepared for it as best we can. We give it everything, but we know that the opposition are going to be and have that extra little bit of quality that we're not quite used to week in, week out in our league.
We're in the FA Youth Cup so far, yet to concede a goal so far this campaign. Is that something that you'll be taking into tomorrow's game, hopefully not letting any goals in?
Hopefully we keep to that record and we keep another clean sheet, but obviously we know they've got quality in their front line. Their attacking players are very, very good. We know that we're going to have to be on it defensively. There may be spells in the game where we have less ball and we have to defend the goal. We'll be ready for that. The game against Luton, we kind of had spells similar to that as well, so we'll be prepared for it. It's a great record to have so far in the FA Youth Cup, and hopefully we can continue to do that in tomorrow night's game.
Don't want to talk about the opposition too much, but United come into the game 11-time winners in this competition. Is that something that you've taken into account in your preparation for tomorrow's game?
Yeah, they've got a lot of history within the FA Youth Cup. A lot of boys that have played in the FA Youth Cup and gone on to play a lot of games in their first team. And ultimately, that's what we would like to do as well. We use it as an opportunity and experience for our players. We've done quite well in this year's competition. It's good experience, good exposure for the boys. It'd be great to play at the county ground again in front of our supporters. And hopefully that gives them that extra added experience. So when they next go into the first team environment, that they're prepared for that next stage.
You talk a lot about opportunity in these types of competitions. In fact, you had Don Rogers here this afternoon at the club to speak to the under-18s players, a man that 60 years ago played in the 1964 FA Youth Cup against George Best on Man United's side. Is it those opportunities that you talk about that those players need to seize tomorrow? Yeah,
we've got history at the club as well, and I thought it was important to invite Don in to speak to our players. He's a brilliant player for the club, absolute legend, and the boys need to know some history around our football club as well and what we can produce and the players that can go on journeys within our environment. And that's why this competition's so prestigious and hopefully some of our boys that play tomorrow night and have done this year in the tournament can go on and play many games for our football club.
Let's talk about Swindon. I know it's not been the best start for the academy in 2024 with your league fixtures, but looking to bounce back tomorrow's game.
Yeah, we couldn't have had a worse couple of games going into the FA Youth Cup next round, but we park that now. We fully focus on the game tomorrow night like we have done today. Hopefully competition for places will be good going into the game and the boys will be up for it and whoever is named in the starting 11 and gets the opportunity to go out on the pitch gives everything for the club, for themselves, for their families and puts on a performance that we all can be proud of.
And player availability and looking at that competition for places, where are we at? I know Harry Chard was ill for the game against Plymouth but returned against Forest Green. How's your squad looking ahead of tomorrow?
Yeah, we kind of got through the illness now, so we're sort of getting back to full strength in terms of like illness. But there's a couple of injuries and a couple that we're going to have to check on tomorrow. So there'll be a few key players missing, but the boys will get the opportunity, like we always say. Can they take it? We're going to have to be industrious as a group of players, as a squad, as a group of staff to make sure that we can give everything tomorrow night and put in a performance that everybody can sort of like be proud of on the night.
I know we talk about that opportunity all the time, but back out there at the county ground tomorrow in front of what hopes to look like a really good crowd for an academy side.
Yeah, we're buzzing about that. We want to play in front of the supporters as much as we can. We had the opportunity in the second round against Wimbledon. There was a few supporters at that game. Hopefully more people are interested in what we're doing within the academy. There's a lot of positivity within our academy boys. They've seen a few of their faces within the first team as well. It's another opportunity to come out and watch. I'm sure all of our boys and staff will be looking forward to seeing a good crowd tomorrow.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Cheers, Cal.
Well, there you have it. Sean Wood there talking ahead of this evening's fourth round FA Youth Cup contest against Manchester United. And the Swindon Town under-18s manager, Sean Wood, talks a lot about seizing the opportunity, and that is really detailed in this evening's game against 11-time winners of this competition, Manchester United. And their side are currently unbeaten in league fixtures at the moment in their domestic competitions. So it's going to be a very tough contest for Swindon Town this evening, but one that looks like to be a very sold-out county ground for this evening's fixture. Let's have a look at the Swindon Town team that Sean Wood has named for this evening's fixture. Starting in goal with the captain, Redmond Evans, number 1. Number 2, Joel McGregor. Number 3, Harry Chard. Number 4, Alistair Stewart. Number 5, Sonny Hart. Number 6, Harley Hunt. Number 7, Logan Coles. Number 8, Jackson Brown. Number 9, Botan Amin. Number 10, Josh Keys. And number 11, George Alston. On the bench for the Reds this evening is number 12, Liam Hutt. Number 13, Lucas Myers. Number 14, Danny Gonzalez. Number 15, Finn Adams. Number 16, Anthony McCormick. Number 17, Miles Abodo. And number 19, Connor Britchford Stanley. I had the pleasure of talking to one of the most consistent performers so far for Swindon Town Academy this season. They've not let a goal in so far in this competition. I caught up with Sonny Hart earlier this afternoon to talk about this evening's fixture. Well, Sonny, back at the county ground tomorrow for a tough encounter against Manchester United. The boys looking forward to it.
Yeah, everyone's looking forward to it. Obviously, it's going to be a good test. See where we are, because obviously they're one of the best teams in the world. So, be quite good. Good test.
I know it's not been the best start for the academy in 2024 with your league performances at the moment, but is that a testament to how you need to bounce back tomorrow against Manchester United?
Yeah, obviously, the game's obviously been on a few boys' heads, and it's hard to look forward to games on a Saturday and obviously a Tuesday, playing against teams in our league when you've got United on the next Tuesday. So I feel like we can learn from our mistakes and bounce back and obviously be better than we've been.
It's been an impressive FA Youth Cup run so far, playing a variety of sides, Luton Town, Wimborne. How can you take playing different sides into tomorrow's game when you come up against a side like United?
I think you just got to take the experience of the big occasion. Obviously, there's fans out there. We're not used to that. Playing in front of parents, there's like 100 people on the sideline when we play our games. But obviously, there's going to be a few more. So, yeah, I feel like you can just use them experiences and just take that into the big occasion.
You talk about that experience playing out on the county ground field. That must feel good for the boys.
Yeah, obviously, it's a dream for everyone just because that's the aim, to be in the first team. So it's one step closer what it's going to be like if some of the boys get there, and hopefully myself if I get there.
You were preparing for the game against United tomorrow, so what do you know about them and what sort of threat are they going to pose?
Yeah, obviously, they're a great side technically. Obviously, they're very good at football, so it's going to be a tough game, but I feel like we've got enough and hopefully we can get a win.
And just lastly, you had a visit from Don Rogers this afternoon, a man who played in the 1964 FA Youth Cup final against George Best. What do you learn from a Swindon Town legend like that, and how good was it to hear about his experience?
Yeah, it was amazing, to be fair. I found it very inspirational and motivational as well. I felt like it was a great experience to speak to him, someone that's been there and done it. So I feel like it was a really great speech, what he gave, and yeah, it was really good.
Best of luck tomorrow, Sonny.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. Sonny Hart there, the central defender for Swindon Town, talking about the opportunity that they could seize tonight in this evening's game at the county ground against Manchester United. And the Academy boys were paid a visit by a Swindon Town legend yesterday in Don Rogers, who played in the 1964 FA Youth Cup final over 2 legs back in 1964, with the first leg here at the county ground 60 years ago. A legend of Swindon Town, and if you want to hear all about his visit and the inspiration that he gave to those young lads when he visited yesterday, check it out on YouTube. The full video is available there to hear what Don had to say as words of inspiration for these under-18s. It's a cold, chilly night here this evening in Wiltshire at the county ground, and thankfully this evening's 4th round FA Youth Cup tie is on this evening at the county ground. If you're joining us here on YouTube, or if you're joining us here at the county ground, we hope you look forward to this enticing 4th round cup tie. It's been a really successful 2023 for the academy when you take into account this run that they've gone on in the FA Youth Cup to make it to the fourth round against Manchester United. And we managed to catch up with a pinnacle person that's involved with the good stuff happening at Swindon Town Academy at the moment, the academy manager, Alex Pike, and he'll tell us a little bit more about the changes and everything that's been happening.
Alex, a really successful year for the academy in 2023. What are some of the standout moments for you?
I think the biggest standout moment in terms of like performance and togetherness and whatnot, you have to talk about the FA Youth Cup. So going to Luton, getting through into round 4, that's definitely a highlight. It's definitely a standout. I think for us as an academy as a whole is continuing to grow on the good work that's happened across the last couple of years. So really establishing our values, understanding what it is to be Swindon Town, understanding what we represent and what everybody who works, plays for, and those sorts of things represent as well. So actually having an identity, that's been massively positive for us too.
When you reflect on yourself in the new role of academy manager for the last 6 months, what are the biggest changes and impacts you've seen in the role so far?
Personally, or
A bit of both.
I think the biggest thing, it links back into my answer within the first question, is having that identity and having a togetherness. So the values, what we go after within the values and how that is represented or how that marries up to a performance potentially on the pitch or an individual. So for us, it's about being industrious, it's about being adventurous, and it's about being humble. So we think that is the football club's values, and it represents the football club the best. So yeah, it's just continuing to build and grow on that. I'd say has been fantastic across all of the age groups and in every department within the academy.
You touched on it there, but how important are those values to sort of have something to work towards across all age groups in the academy?
Massively, because it keeps an alignment and it keeps everybody working towards something. So if you know what's expected, then it's very difficult to deviate away from those things. Everybody knows what it is to be adventurous. Everybody knows what it means to be industrious, and everybody can display humility. So wherever a boy or boy's journey takes them, we'd hope that those values that have been sort of drip-fed in and spoke about throughout their journey within our environment, they can take wherever they go. So it's about the person as well as it is the player.
Of course, as you reach the older age groups, of course, becomes all the more important, both as a person and as a player as well. So when you look at the under-18s, obviously Sean Wood was made under-18s academy manager in the summer. How have you assessed the progress of that area of the academy so far?
Sean's massive on the values. So he really, really believes in those. So he's continuing to establish those within the under-18s programme, and really making sure that they're in everything that he does, as well as what the boys do. So is it a performance on the football pitch? Is it something off of the pitch? Is living and breathing those values? So that's definitely something that I'd say is part of the assessment, has been really good within the PDP or the under-18s this year.
There's one thing that sticks out there is looking at previous FA Youth Cup games, and of course we had the younger age groups watching the under-18s. How big a thing was that for all the academy at that point?
Again, something that was really, really big. Role modelling is massive, but if the older boys are role modelling, go back to values, but if the older boys are role modelling the values and living and breathing them, then it's even more powerful for the younger age groups.
As we touched on the FA Youth Cup, of course, we have got the Man United game, the round 4. So with that and the other successes for the under-18s, is that a testament to how well the side in that age group is performing so far this season?
Definitely. Anybody that's kind of followed academy football at whatever level, especially in like the under-18s, would know that the FA Youth Cup is kind of like that pinnacle competition. It's the nights that all the boys look forward to. Everybody wants to be competing and playing in those games. So to get a draw like that here is fantastic for the boys. It's going to be a massive opportunity for them and hopefully a memory for life.
Looking at the academy overall, of course, you have had numerous league debuts this season. So how does that help the growth of a young player, and how encouraging is it to establish the relationship between the academy and first team?
The relationship's really, really important because then that demonstrates pathway and it demonstrates an alignment. This is something that Jamie's brilliant at. Jamie Russell is creating that pathway and that link between academy and first team, and making sure that boys are given opportunities to be around the first team through training. It could be league debuts. I know we've had a lot of league debuts this year, but also cup debuts too. So just that exposure and that experience for the young boys in our environment is important, because they understand what it feels like to be around a first team dressing room, first team training, and the differences between our environment and that environment.
A lot of attention, of course, goes on to the under-18s, but there's numerous success stories across the age groups. So can you just tell us a bit more about those?
Yeah, naturally, as you said, we do focus a lot on the under-18s, and they get a lot of coverage in terms of media coverage and the Twitter updates and those sorts of things. But there's a lot of good work going on across the whole academy. So from the under-9s through to the under-12s, Ryan, who looks after them, there's a lot of purposeful work and really intentional work around the programme there to help boys grow and develop, again, as footballers, but as young people too. We're excited that Danny Rose, a previous player here, is going to be taking over our under-13s to under-16s age group, so looking after those age groups there. And again, his experiences through Football League as playing, but also coaching experiences, we believe will really help the young boys in that environment too. So there have been some real standout moments in those age groups in terms of going to competitions, playing against different category academies, and coming away with good performances, which has been really encouraging throughout. So it just shows that the pathway for player development is there within our environment, and that's the most important thing.
You touched on Danny Rose there. What sort of success and experience will he bring to this academy side?
He's played here, so that helps. He's had a good career in the game too, and I know he's keen to grow as a coach as well. When he was playing here, he did coach within the academy too, so he was working with the 15s and the 16s, and I know he's done that at each club that he's been at recently. So when he went up to Grimsby, I know that he was coaching up there too, as well as playing. So he's keen to coach. He's going to bring lots and lots of experience, and I think he's just going to help boys no end.
As we look into, obviously, academy graduates, one player that sticks out this season is Harrison Minter. And of course, I know we wanted to talk about him in a bit more detail, because it feels like this season he's really sort of stepped up to the mark and really made a first-team regular place this season.
Yeah, I think for us it's important to talk about Minnow, because he did the journey from under-7s all the way through to where he is now as a now 20-year-old, starting league games in League Two is massive, and that just again goes back to our pathway and sort of the programme that we have from the youngest age group all the way through to the first team. So I know, and I don't think Minnow will mind me saying this, it's not always been the easiest for him. He's had on his journey those ups and those downs like you'd expect any academy boy to have, but he makes us incredibly proud, and he is a role model not just for the youngest boys in our environment, but actually for the boys in the under-18s too, because that's their next step.
How important is that for these under-18s that, you know, from time to time make that step up into first-team football, having someone like Minnow there to help support them into it?
So I know Minnow would be a good mentor and a good role model, and I'm sure lots of other first-team players would as well. But just to have someone there that will put their arm around you, will look after you, but have also done that journey. So from our academy into the first team, he's got experiences and he's got things that he's seen and done that he could help our boys out with too, and he's brilliant. Anton's another one who's brilliant, that come to sort of our induction evenings and whatnot and talk to the boys and talk to parents openly and honestly about what that journey's looked like. So it's about really never getting too high when you're doing well, but not getting too low when you go over a speed bump, for example, or something that's a little bit of a setback. It's just about remaining consistent.
Just finally, as we now sort of continue our crossover into 2024, what are the next targets, aspirations and everything like that as we progress throughout the year?
To continue growing on the good work that we're doing. So there's lots and lots of different departments and different elements that go into the academy. So it's not just the football side. And I think, again, it would be easy to just think that what we're doing is football, but actually we've got a very good medical team, very good S&C team, player care and looking after the person and the boy and being purposeful around that to help unlock the player. So it's continuing to grow on the good stuff that we're already doing, continuing to make sure that we've got an environment for young people to grow. Sorry, my voice has gone there. For young people to grow and develop, and making sure that actually 2024 is just as progressive as 2023 was.
Well, with kickoff approaching here in just under 10 minutes at the county ground in this fourth round FA Youth Cup tie between Swindon Town and Manchester United. We'll give you the teams once again, starting with the host Swindon Town. In goal, number 1, Redmond Evans. Number 2, Joel McGregor. Number 3, Harry Chard. Number 4, Alistair Stewart. Number 5, Sonny Hart. Number 6, Harley Hunt. Number 7, Logan Coles. Number 8, Jackson Brown. Number 9, Botan Amin. Number 10, Josh Keys. And number 11, George Olston on the bench for Swindon Town. Number 12, Liam Hutt. Number 13, Lucas Myers. Number 14, Danny Gonzalez. Number 15, Finn Adams. Number 16, Anthony McCormick. Number 17, Miles Abodo. And number 19, Connor Britchford-Stanley. The visitors this evening, Manchester United, their lineup as follows. Number 1, Eln Harris. Number 2, Habib Ogbunli. Number 3, Harry Amas. Number 4, Jack Kingdon. Number 5, Lewis Jackson. Number 6, Jacob Devaney. Number 7, Ashton Misson. Number 8, Jace Fitzgerald. Number 9, Ethan Wheatley. Number 10, Jack Fletcher. And number 11, Ethan Williams. On the bench for the visitors, number 12, Reese Munro. Number 13, Tom Miles. Number 14, Bendito Matato. Number 15, Finley McAllister. Number 16, Ruben Curley. Number 17, James Scanlon. And number 18, Victor Musa. Kickoff approaching in just under 10 minutes. The fourth round of the FA Youth Cup between Swindon Town and Manchester United. Well, we're extremely close here to kick off now at the county ground this evening ahead of this fourth round tie against Manchester United. It's going to be an incredible fixture for both sides with what looks to be a packed county ground here so far this evening. And there's been a little bit of change with the first team so far this evening, with Gav Gunning taking interim head coach role here at Swindon Town. And I have seen him talking to former Manchester United player Phil Jones this evening, that's here in attendance at the county ground. So a big contest for both sides this evening in this fourth round FA Youth Cup tie.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome out the teams. Introducing the visitors, Manchester United, and make some noise for the best in the West, Swindon Town!
Well, here come both sides this evening for this exciting fourth round FA Youth Cup tie. And absolutely, Swindon Town facing off against Manchester United. 60 years ago, Don Rogers faced off against Manchester United legend George Best in the FA Youth Cup final in 1964 in front of 17,000 fans here at the county ground all those years ago. Both sides this evening looking for a place in the fifth round of this competition. Your referee in charge of this evening's fixture, Neil Pratt. Swindon Town in their normal red strip for home fixtures, with goalkeeper Redmond Evans in green. While Man United are lining up in their third strip this evening, which is white, and their goalkeeper in black.
George Alston. Let's give a big thank you to our main match sponsor, Road to Rail.
So we're approaching kickoff now with both captains for Swindon and Man United just speaking to referee Neil Pratt ahead of kickoff this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday evening, it's 7 o'clock, it's the FA Cup. It's time to make some noise for the Swindon boys!
Okay, here live at the county ground, awaiting for referee Neil Pratt to get us underway. And we're underway this evening at the county ground in this FA Youth Cup 4th round fixture between Swindon Town and Manchester United. Swindon Town come into the game having won 3 times in this competition so far. Last out against Luton Town at Kenilworth Road. And Harry Charge is going to take a throw in here in the final third for Swindon Town. And he's looking for Josh Keys, who's battling. And it's going to be another throw for Swindon Town here. Harry Chard going to get the ball back in play here. He's looking for George Alston. Long throw there from Harry Chard, putting it dangerously into the penalty area, but it's cleared well by Manchester United. And a slow back pass there from Swindon Town, but Redmond Evans comes to deal with. There's a high press from Swindon Town so far in these opening couple of minutes. As I mentioned, exciting 4th round tie here at County Ground this evening. And the stands looking very full with supporters here on this cold Tuesday evening. Manchester United just progressing with the ball here down the left channel. Bursting into the box, and he goes down under some pressure, but it's out for a goal kick. Big cold kick here from Redmond Evans, looking down the channel for Swindon. It's going to be picked up by Alistair Stewart here, who plays it out on the right-hand side. And Sonny just looking to cross the ball over there. But only far as Manchester United, and it's a foul to the visitors. Lots of pressure from Swindon Town in this early encounter. They're pressing Manchester United's defence quite high in these early exchanges. Lots of individual battles going on in these early exchanges here at the county ground, with no early chances for either side so far. Harry Chard's going to get the ball back inside on this near side. And a cheap foul there for Josh Keys to give away for a push in the back on the Manchester United defender, and the referee blows for a foul. Manchester United play the ball back to their keeper this evening. So just having a look at the way that Swindon Town are setting up this evening. It looks like a back four with Harry Chard on the left. Harley Hunt, who's back in the side after a long injury, alongside Sonny Hart with Joel McGregor at right back. The two sitting in front of the back four this evening looks like Alistair Stewart and Jackson Brown. And it looks like a front four, maybe with a three behind a one of Josh Keys, George Alston, Botan Amin and Logan Coles. Cheaply given away there by Manchester United, and as I mentioned, they are pressing high, Swindon Town, and Josh Keys managed to get the ball off the Manchester United man there, and they're battling in this middle third of the pitch so far, and it's another free kick here for Manchester United. They tried to take it quick, and the referee's just bringing it back. A massive thank you to everybody watching at home on YouTube this evening for this fourth round FA Youth Cup tie. And Manchester United put in another attack together here, but it goes all the way through to Redmond Evans. Sonny Hart plays a long ball forward, looking for Botan Amin. Manchester United switching the play here as they look to work an attacking move down the left-hand side. They drift in and now they're going to switch it over to the right-hand side. Their number 2 on the ball here, plays it inside, looking for their 10, who cuts inside the box. Harley Hunt looks to cut it out and he's unsuccessful, but Sonny Hart does at the second attempt. Swindon Town coming forward with the ball here through Harry Chard, who plays it inside to Jackson Brown, who's under pressure from Manchester United forward. Harley Hunt eventually plays the ball back here to Redmond Evans. Jackson Brown's going to see the ball back. Redmond Evans playing the ball forward here, looking for Joel McGregor and Logan Coles on that right-hand side. Alistair Stewart's going to receive the ball in the middle there, and he looks to play a through ball to Botan Amin, but it's cut out by the Manchester United defender. And Sonny Hart's just going to see one out there down the channel. Manchester United managed to work a ball into the box there, but it's cut out easily by the Swindon Town goalkeeper Redmond Evans, who plays the ball quick, looking for the left back Harry Chard. He's going to try and play the ball inside, but it's cut out by the Manchester United player, and then cleared eventually there by Sonny Hart, who's just asking the line to get up here. Alistair Stewart having a real battle with the Swindon Town midfielders here, and the Manchester United number 10's played a lovely ball out to the left-hand side with the 11 taking on Joel McGregor there. And some really good defending from Joel McGregor just to send him away outside, back out to that left-hand side, and eventually the ball goes out for a throw-in. Don't forget, those watching at home on YouTube can stay up to date with everything Swindon Town on all social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube and TikTok, to stay up to date on the latest men's, women's and academy sides, fixture news and more. Neither side had any real cut-in attacking opportunities so far in just under 13 minutes in this first half. Fourth round FA Youth Cup tie between Swindon Town and Manchester United. Swindon just going to play the ball down this right-hand side looking for Josh Keys. And the ball eventually ricochets off a Manchester United player and it's gone out for another throw-in in the final third here for Swindon. Swindon Town working an attack here, just on the edge of the box. They managed to get the ball in, looking for Botan. Comes to George, and it's across to Botan. And it's 1-0 Swindon Town. The first real attack of the game. And it's slotted away by Botan Amin. And it's 1-0 Swindon Town. The ball's worked nicely down the right-hand side, and the cross eventually comes in from Joel McGregor. Botan looks to get his head on it. He gets a slight touch on it, comes all the way through to George Alston, who plays that ball straight back across the box, and Botan Amin's there to slot it home. 1-0 Swindon Town.
Goal number 1 for Swindon Town, sponsored by Dick Lawrence, scored by number 9, Botan Amin.
As I mentioned, there's not been too much attacking options so far in this early exchange, this first quarter of an hour in this game. But a lovely ball in from Joel McGregor in Swindon Town's real first attack. Falls to Botan Amin, who gets his head on it, comes out to George Olsen, and he whips that ball straight back across, and Botan Amin slots home. It's 1-0 Swindon Town. A lovely ball forward there from Harry Chard, and it's worked down the left-hand side to Jackson Brown here, who's cutting inside. And Manchester United eventually clear the ball here. But some great press there from Alistair Stewart, and the ball's gone out for a throw-in just by the halfway line here. The press really effective for Swindon Town so far in this first 15 minutes. I mentioned it, that they're pressing Manchester United really high here on their defence. And Jackson Brown's won a header here. And George Olston's going to chase this up against their number 2. And eventually the ball's gone all the way back to Manchester United goalkeeper, who's cleared it. And it's not the greatest touch from the Manchester United man. And Jackson Brown's got it. He goes for it. And it's just over. Another good opportunity for Swindon Town there. A mix-up in the clearance with the Manchester United goalkeeper. And his kick only goes as far as Jackson Brown. And he's looking for the top right-hand corner, but it's just over the crossbar. Ball's played down the wide here to Manchester United forward. And play the ball inside, looking for the Manchester United man. And it's come out to Jackson Brown here, who's going to play it out to Joel McGregor. Comes all the way back to Sonny Hart. And eventually to Josh Keys. And they work the ball really nicely to get out of the back here, Swindon Town. It's a long ball from Joel McGregor looking for Botan Amin. And it's just cut out by the Man United defender. And a wayward pass there from the Man United player. And it's gone out for a throw-in for Swindon Town. Again, Swindon Town looking to apply pressure here. And referee's played an advantage, looking for a through ball for the Man United forward, whose touch is heavy, but he's going to keep it in. He's looking for the cross, and it's landed on top of Redmond Evans' net. But the referee's just going to go and check on the Man United man here. Looks like Harry Chard was just late on the foul of which the referee played advantage on. So Neil Pratt just checking on the Man United man here. And it looks like the number 7's okay, but referee just having a chat with Harry Chard here, and he's booked him. He's booked the young left back there. I can only recall that being his first challenge, but Neil Pratt's put the man in his book, so he's going to have to be careful now, the young left back. Long goal kick here from Redmond, looking for Botan Amin. Ball ricochets through, and Logan Cole's got the ball here, but he's being pressured by 3 Manchester United players, and they play a lovely ball here into the number 10, who plays it out wide to the number 7. He plays it on to the number 2, who's going to whip the ball in. It's only as far as Harley Hunt. It's going to come back out to the Manchester United winger here. And some good defending, and the ball's gone out for a throw-in for Manchester United. Ball played through here, looking for George Alston, only as far as Botan Amin, who picks up the ball in the middle of the pitch. George Alston looks to play a lovely flick on in a 1-2 there with Botan Amin. And Logan Cole's picked up the ball. He opens up for a shot. It's blocked by the Manchester United player. And Harry Chard going to pick up the ball here. Plays it out to George Alston, who turns inside his man. And he plays the ball back to Alistair Stewart, who's under pressure. And eventually loses out on the ball there. Joel McGregor gets in front of his man there just to cut out that ball. And he goes around 2, but can't get around the 3rd. County Ground fans not happy that the Swindon Town didn't get the decision there for a foul. And Harry Chard cuts out the ball there. Plays it into George Alston. They're under pressure from Manchester United here. Manchester United, number 7, Ashton Missing on the ball here. Plays it out to the number 10, Jack Fletcher. Plays a lovely ball into the number 11 there, Ethan Williams. And he opens up for a shot on his right foot, but is blocked well by Harley Hunt. Jackson Brown playing the ball into Alistair Stewart. He's going to switch it out to George Alston. He's got Harry Chard in support here. He's able to switch the ball inside to Jackson Brown, whose touch lets him down there, and he's closed down by Jack Fletcher, the number 10 for Manchester United. And Harley Hunt will just sweep up here and play the ball back to Redmond Evans. If you're just joining us here on YouTube this evening, Swindon Town lead 1-0 in this FA Youth Cup 4th round fixture. And that's courtesy of the opening goal from Botan Amin. And the number 7 for Manchester United's gone on a very good run here. Plays it out to the number 2, who plays it across. And the number 2 was offside for Manchester United, but that's dangerous there from Manchester United. There, number 7, Ashton Missing, goes on a long darting run, taking on 3 or 4 Swindon Town players. And eventually plays his ball into number 2, who looks to square it across the box, but he's offside. Swindon still very much applying the press here in this first half. Man United keeper plays a long ball forward, looking for their number 11. Eventually it goes out for a throw-in. Harry Chard cuts out a ball here, plays a 1-2 with George Alston, who is fouled in that process. And it's going to be a free kick to Swindon Town here. Swindon Town win the ball back here, and Jackson Brown looks to be fouled there in the process, but the referee doesn't give it, and the game's just going to continue here. Harry Chard just going to play the ball inside to Jackson Brown here, who's going to play it out all the way to Joel McGregor on the opposite side. Joel McGregor plays the ball into Alistair Stewart. And eventually it comes back to Jackson Brown, who's going to play the ball into space here for Harry Chard to attack. And his touch just lets him down there. And the ball's just played into the number 10 there for Manchester United, which a lot of their attacking phase seems to be going through. Jack Fletcher there. And the ball's played out wide to their number 11, Ethan Williams, who's whips the ball in looking for their number 9. And it's cut out nicely by Harley Hunt, only as far as a Manchester United player. Manchester United playing a ball forward here, looking for that left-hand channel. But it's cut out nicely by Joel McGregor and eventually comes to Josh Keys, who can play the ball forward. One for Botan Amin to chase. But it's gone all the way through back to the Manchester United keeper. George Alston with the ball here, plays it back to Harley Hunt. And Harley with plenty of time on the ball here, plays it out to George Alston. He'll receive the ball back, he's under a bit of pressure. He's going to bring the ball inside here. Goes around the number 9 with ease. And I must add, Harley Hunt coming from a long-term injury, back playing tonight here against Manchester United. He's going to come forward with the ball. Plays it out to Harry Chard, who's having a lot of success on this left-hand side, but not with that one. Ashton Missing playing the ball in, looking for the Manchester United number 9. It's going to be picked up by the number 11, Ethan Williams, and eventually cut out by Sonny Hart. Some good defending there from Swindon Town. They're holding firm. Joel McGregor just missed time in the bounce there, and a good coming together there. And there's one for Botan Amin to chase now. Jack Fletcher on the ball here for Manchester United. Plays it into Jacob Devaney. They look for a ball through that left-hand channel, and it's cut out nicely by Logan Coles there, who's back helping his right back. A ball over the top, looking for their number 9. Whose touch lets him down, and Harry Chard's able to clear up here, and the number 9 keeps the ball in, and a good challenge from Harry Chard. And some good footwork from George Alston, and the ball eventually goes out of play there for a Swindon Town throw. Just approaching 30 minutes. In this FA Youth Cup 4th round tie between Swindon Town and Manchester United. Swindon Town lead 1-0 at the moment, courtesy of Botan Amin. It's a lovely move there from Manchester United as their number 9, Ethan Wheatley, plays the ball over, looking for Ethan Williams, and is fouled by Harley Hunt, and the referee's given a foul here just on the edge of the 18-yard box for Swindon Town, so a dangerous one for Swindon to defend. So it looks like Swindon are going to go with a 4-man wall here, leaving Botanamine as the only attacking threat just inside his own half. And Botanamine just coming to mark the player on the edge of the box here. 2 Man United players standing over this free kick. It's number 10, Jack Fletcher, who looks to take aim. It's not. It's the number 9. And it hits the wall and it's collected perfectly by Redmond Evans. The wall doing its job there for Swindon Town, and Redmond Evans collects the ball. A long kick up the field there from Redmond Evans. And the Manchester United number 3, Harry Amas, gets his head on the ball and it's out for a Swindon Town throw-in. Just under 1,000 people tuning in at home, watching on YouTube this evening. And it's a high press there from Logan Coles, and it's a shot from Botanamine. Comfortable for the Manchester United goalkeeper. There's another chance there for Swindon. Working well on the high press at the moment. Some very good defending there from Harry Chard and Harley Hunt down this right-hand side for Manchester United. Ball's looped over. Harry Chard fails to clear with the first effort, and Harley Hunt's just able to shield the ball out for a Swindon Town goal kick. Long kick again from Redmond Evans to get Swindon Town up the pitch. Harley Hunt and Redmond Evans just having to communicate there, and the Swindon Town goalkeepers managed to get out and clear the ball. Manchester United just applying pressure down this right-hand side. Ball's going to come all the way back to the Manchester United defender. Sonny Hart's there to clear. Another opportunity for Manchester United through the channel. A lovely ball here for Jackson Brown to chase, and it looks like he's got the pace on the Manchester United right back. He's going to chase all the way here for that, and the goalkeeper's not done a very good clearance there. George Alston looks to contest that one, and Harry Chard eventually wins his header. And a fantastic header from Sonny Hart, who's defended well so far in this first half. And George is here. It's unlucky with his touch. It takes him a little bit wide here. He plays it inside to Jackson Brown, who looks to take aim, and his effort goes out for a goal kick. Another good opportunity there for Swindon Town. George Alston's initial touch just lets him down. It takes him wide on the Manchester United box, and Jackson Brown's effort goes out for a goal kick. Again, Swindon Town applying that high pressure at the moment in the final third. Logan Cole's just battling with the United fullback on that side, and eventually a missed pass from United and the ball goes out for a Swindon Town throw. Josh Keys has the ball here, plays it into Jackson Brown, who plays it out wide to Harry Chard. It's not the best ball, but he recovers well and plays it into George Olston, who plays it back into Jackson Brown. Plays a lovely ball to Botan Amin. Can he finish? Yes, he can! It's 2-0 Swindon Town! What a lovely ball there through to Botan Amin. He drops his shoulder, he rolls the Manchester United defender, and he wrong foots the goalkeeper, and it's 2-0 Swindon Town!
Goal number 2 for Swindon Town, sponsored by Dick Lovett, scored by number 9, Botan Amin.
I mean, it's lovely pressure from Swindon Town, and they've done it for all 38 minutes of this first half. That high pressure on Manchester United, and they just can't seem to deal with that pressure. The ball's played into Botan Amin. He drops his shoulder. He works it around the Manchester United number 5 Louis Jackson, and he wrong foots the keeper and fires it into the top left-hand corner. It's 2-0 Swindon Town. Manchester United looking to respond instantly here with a ball down the left-hand channel. And Joel McGregor, the right back, fouled there, and it's going to be a free kick for Swindon Town. Redmond Evans going to play the ball forward here for Swindon Town, looking for Josh Keys. He's going to get another bite of the cherry, and it's through to Botan Amin here, who's on a hat-trick. He plays the ball out to George Olsen here, who's going to take on his man with some tricky feet. When he plays the ball across the box, but it's defended nicely by Manchester United there. You do wonder if Botan Amin just got in the way of George Olsen there, who was looking to take the shot. It's going to be a throw-in really deep into the Manchester United half here, which is going to be taken by Harry Chard. Going to play a long throw into the box looking for Botan Amin, but it's cut out by Manchester United. It comes as far as Joel McGregor, who lets one loose. He connects with it really nicely, but it's just out past the left-hand side post there for Swindon Town, but he connects with the ball lovely there. Swindon full of confidence in this first half here. Swindon continuing like they have all half to apply this pressure here to Manchester United. They play it down the left-hand channel, play it inside to their number 10, Jack Fletcher. And it's cut out by Swindon Town. Joel McGregor going to pick up the ball here. Plays the ball down the right-hand channel, but no one there looking for it. And Logan Cole's quickly on the case there to apply pressure to Man United. And they're working the ball well at the moment, Manchester United, down this left-hand channel. Play a ball into their number 10, Jack Fletcher. It's defended lovely by Sonny Hart, who cuts that straight out, but his pass away lets him down there. And a loose pass from Manchester United there goes out for a throw-in for Swindon. Foul for Swindon Town here. Alistair Stewart to clear here, only far as Botan Amin, who looks to control the ball. Is under pressure there from the Manchester United defender. Jackson Brown eventually picks up the ball, but a loose pass and Manchester United collect that. A ball into the number 8 here, Jace Fitzgerald, and he drifts inside, looks to play the ball to the number 9, but it's only as far as Harry Chard. His clearance onto the head of Alistair Stewart, and Swindon eventually get it away through Logan Coles. A lovely ball over the top here, collected safely by Redmond Evans. Redmond Evans plays a ball all the way forward. It's going to go all the way to the Manchester United keeper, I think. Some miscontrol there by the Manchester United defender, who eventually gets it away, but only as far as the left back, who's under pressure from Joel McGregor. And Alistair Stewart there to clear the ball away for a Manchester United throw-in on the halfway line. If you're just joining us here on YouTube, we're approaching half-time here at the County Ground in this fourth round FA Youth Cup fixture between Swindon Town and Manchester United. Swindon Town lead 2-0 at the moment, courtesy of both goals from Botan Amin in this first half. Both sides looking for a fifth round contest against the winners of Gillingham and Sunderland. As I said, as we approach half-time, make sure you check out our YouTube channel where Dom Rogers come in, Swindon Town legend, come in yesterday to speak to our under-18s to talk about the 1964 FA Youth Cup final. Two-legged final between Swindon Town and Manchester United in 1964, 60 years ago, where Dom Rogers played for a young Swindon Town team and George Best on the Man United side 60 years ago. So tune in on our YouTube during half-time to hear what Dom Rogers had to say to the boys ahead of this evening's fixture. While I was telling you about Dom Rogers coming in to speak to the under-18s, fourth officials added 3 minutes on at the end of this first half, so we're just in those 3 minutes at the moment. Just a reminder, in FA Youth Cup action this evening, should the result be a draw after 90 minutes, then it will go to extra time and penalties. And Manchester United just pressuring down this side at the moment. And a goal kick here from Redmond Evans. Going to get Swindon Town up the pitch. It's played on nicely by Joel McGregor, and Botan Amin will chase. They play it infield to Jace Fitzgerald for Manchester United, and he whips the ball out to the number 7 here, Ashton Misson. He's going to cut inside and eventually play the ball back into Jace Fitzgerald, who looks to play it out to the left-hand side, and it's cut out by Logan Coles there. Eventually this ball going to come back out to Ashton Misson, and looks to play the ball into the number 9, but his miscontrol gives Harley Hunt the opportunity to clear the ball there, and it's out for a throw-in for Swindon. Looked like a foul throw there, but the referee's continued play. Into Louis Jackson here, who's going to play the ball down the left-hand channel for Manchester United. Lovely control from the Man United player in the box, and eventually it's cleared by Sonny Hart. And number 9 for Manchester United. Going at Swindon Town here, and it's a lovely challenge from Harley Hunt. And the ball's eventually cleared there by Harry Chard, all the way to Manchester United's keeper, and that's going to be half-time here for Swindon Town. Swindon lead 2-0 in this contest, in this first half FA Youth Cup 4th round fixture against Manchester United, courtesy of both goals from Botan Amin. Well, if you're only just joining us here on YouTube for this evening's 4th round FA Youth Cup contest between Swindon Town and Manchester United, it's Swindon Town that lead 2-0 going into the second half here, courtesy of both goals from Botan Amin here. No changes, it looks like, from either side here. And it's Manchester United that's going to get this second half underway. And we're underway here for the second half here. As I said, Swindon lead 2-0 in this evening's fixture, courtesy of both goals from Botan Amin. No changes from either side going into this second half. I think Sean Wood will be happy with the performances Swindon Town side have put in the first half going into this second half, and it'll be more of the same, I would presume, from Swindon Town. Harry Chard plays the ball into George Alston here. Plays a through ball looking for Josh Keys, but straight into the Manchester United keeper. Swindon Town starting where they left off. Josh Keys picks up a loose ball here, plays it into George Alston, who's drifting inside. He looks to go around one Manchester United player. He's kept hold of it, and he unleashes a shot, but it's wide at the Manchester United post. But there's another opportunity there for Swindon Town. Some great work there from George Alston. Alistair Stewart picks up the ball here. He's under pressure from the Manchester United player. He plays the ball in behind, looking for Botan Amin, and it's cleared up here by the Manchester United number 5. And Manchester United living dangerously there. During half-time, I could see a number of the Swindon Town first team in attendance here this evening. The interim first team head coach, Gav Gunning, was alongside captain Charlie Austin and a number of the first team players. Botan Amin on a hat-trick. Just wide of the Manchester United post. There's another opportunity that goes begging for Swindon Town. As I was saying, a number of first team players in attendance this evening, including Dawson Devoy, Paul Glatzel, Williams Kokolo, Charlie Austin, and the new interim first team head coach Gav Gunning, as well as Dom Rogers I've seen in attendance this evening, and former Manchester United defender Phil Jones in attendance this evening at the county ground. Manchester United play the ball out here, looking for their number 3. And eventually it's headed out here by Sonny Hart. A lovely challenge there from Logan Coles, and it's picked up by Botan. Some tricky feet, who plays it into Jackson Brown. He's charging at the Manchester United defence here. And he's got 4 Manchester United players around him, and he still gets the ball to Alistair Stewart, who plays out the ball to Harry Chard. And looks to play in George Alston, but is cut out there only as far as Harley Hunt, who plays the ball in looking for Josh Keys. It's going to be picked up here by George Alston, into Botan, into George Alston! And it's straight at the keeper. I must say, a good save there from the Manchester keeper. He stood big, he stood tall, and it's a good save there from the young man. And a loose pass there from Manchester United, and it's going to go out for a throw-in for Swindon Town, which will be taken by the Swindon right-back, Joel McGregor. Ball comes into Josh Keys here, who plays it on to Jackson Brown. Ball was just short there, but he's tenacious, Jackson, and he looks to win the ball back. Ball's broke here for the Manchester United number 10, Jack Fletcher, who plays a ball out wide to the Manchester United number 7, who runs at Harry Chard. He gets his ball across to the number 8, and it's into the side net in there from Jace Fitzgerald. A long ball forward here from Swindon Town. Alistair Stewart wins his header. Josh Keys wins the second, but it's only as far as a Manchester United player. Jackson Brown wins a header there, only as far as Botan Amin. He's going to run at the Manchester United defenders with George Alston running down the left-hand side. Some tricky feet, and eventually gets the ball out to Harry Chard, who's going to play the ball into Alistair Stewart. Harley Hunt's going to play the ball all the way back to Redmond Evans here, who's going to look to switch the play out to Logan Coles. He wins his header, but he's gone out for a Manchester United throw-in. Ball in behind here to Jack Fletcher, the Manchester United man, who cuts inside and he's under pressure from the Swindon Town players. And again, the Swindon Town players managed to get the ball away. Only as far as the Manchester United midfielder, who's going to play it out to their number 3 here, Harry Amass. The number 6 looks to play a lovely threaded ball in, and it's only as far as Botan Amin, who's going to run at the Manchester United players. He plays a ball in behind looking for Josh Keys. And Manchester United, number 5, Louis Jackson's able to get a header back to his goalkeeper there for safety. Manchester United putting some pressure on here. Good defending from Sonny Hart, and Jackson Brown clears. Ball played in behind. Harley Hunt here looking for the number 9, Ethan Wheatley. Manages to turn his player, and it's some cracking defending there from Harley Hunt. And the ball goes out for a corner there. Some great defending from the young man. A corner here for Manchester United, the first of the second half. Only as far as Joel McGregor, and it's gone out for a second corner for Manchester United. Whipped in by Manchester United, all the way to the back post, and it's out for a goal kick. Not the greatest of goal kicks there from Redmond Evans, and the ball's gone out for a throw-in here for Manchester United. And some movement on the bench for the first time in the game here, which is coming from Manchester United's side, who's ready in 2 changes for this evening's game. Looks like they're preparing number 16 and number 17 for Manchester United. Ruben Curley and James Scanlon look to be coming on for Manchester United. Manchester United play the ball out to their number 11, Ethan Williams here, who tries to get the cross in, but it's defended well there from Logan Coles. And now it's going to be an opportunity for Manchester United to make their first substitutions of this evening's game. And it's going to be number 8, Jace Fitzgerald, who's going to be replaced by number 16, Ruben Curley. And Manchester United's second change is going to be number 11, Ethan Williams, who's going to be replaced by number 17, James Scanlon. Manchester United with this throw-in in Swindon Town's defensive third. Play a ball in, looking for their number 9, Ethan Wheatley, but his missed touch has gone out for a goal kick. Manchester United just looking to put some pressure on Swindon Town here now. Swindon Town still very much applying the press here in the second half as we approach the 60-minute mark. Their left back, Harry Amass, plays the ball in, but it's only gone as far as the right-hand side, and they play it into their number 17. And it's a cracking save there from Redmond Evans, his first of the game, to deny Manchester United a route back in this game. The ball comes in from the right-hand side, only as far as their substitute number 17, James Scanlon, who lays the ball off for their number 10, Jack Fletcher, who takes aim at the Swindon Town goal, but is saved smartly by Redmond Evans in the Swindon Town goal. Manchester United with the corner. Eventually, between the goalkeeper Redmond and Joel McGregor, they managed to get the ball away. And there's one for Botan Amin to chase here. It's played out to James Scanlon here on the left-hand side for Manchester United, who turns one way and the other way, and he's down the left-hand channel. And it's cracking defending from Joel McGregor, and he thinks it's a goal kick, but the referee's given another corner for Manchester United. And Manchester United another corner here. Manchester United play the ball in, and it goes all the way through, and it's going to be picked up by Jack Kingdon, who's looking to get the ball in. He bursts into the Swindon penalty area, and there's another save there from Redmond Evans, and Swindon can't clear their lines at the moment. The ball's played in again, all the way through, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Just announced there by the stadium announcer, the official attendance this evening, 2,147. That's 2,147. Massive thank you to everybody's support here at the County Ground this evening. And those that are watching at home on YouTube, thank you for your support in this FA Youth Cup fourth round fixture between Swindon Town and Manchester United. Between Sonny Hart and Harley Hunt, they managed to get the ball away there, but only as far as the Manchester United left back. There's some cracking defending there from Josh Keys, who's tracking back, and he's playing Botan Amin in down the channel here for Swindon Town. George Alston making a darting run there through forward, but Botan Amin can't find him. And eventually Botan Amin looks to have fouled the Manchester United man. Harry Chard going to play the ball forward here, looking for George Alston. And he's got the ball and he looks for the chip over the Manchester United goalkeeper, but he's gone out for a goal kick. Redmond Evans receiving some treatment here. It's going to be an opportunity for both benches to talk to their players here as we have a break in play. Just while we've got a break in play here, it looks like Redmond Evans going to be okay to continue, but it's also Joel McGregor down at the moment. It's just receiving some medical attention. But if you're just joining us here on YouTube for this evening's FA Youth Cup fourth round fixture between Swindon Town and Man United, Swindon Town lead the game 2-0 at the moment as we approach 65 minutes in this evening's game, courtesy of 2 goals from Botan Amin in the first half. Both sides looking for a 5th round tie against either Gillingham or Sunderland this evening. Looks like Joel McGregor's going to be okay to continue, but he's going to have to leave the field of play here before he gets waved on by the referee. Swindon Town managed to have a little chat with manager Sean Wood there, and they're just retaking their positions. And it's going to be a throw-in from the far-hand side for Manchester United that's going to get our game back underway. Botan Amin putting the Manchester United player under some pressure. Just a correction on the official attendance this evening, it's 2,187. Swindon Town get the ball back here. Alistair Stewart playing it back to Harley Hunt, who's going to play it all the way back to Redmond Evans, who's under pressure from the Man United forward. He's playing it forward, looking for Logan Coles. He's going to put the Manchester United man under some pressure. And his back pass does make it all the way to the Manchester United keeper. But Alistair Stewart going to play the ball all the way forward again, looking for Botan Amin, who heads on smartly, looking for George Alston, but the Manchester United keeper collects easily. Manchester United come away with the ball here. They're going to switch it all the way out to their number 7, Ashton Missing. Manchester United dominating the possession so far in this second half. With United still looking for a route back in this evening's game. Manchester United managed to get the ball forward to their forwards, courtesy of through the legs through Joel McGregor, and it's gone out for a throw in here. They whip the ball in here, Manchester United. It's dealt with comfortably by Harry Chard, picked up by the Manchester United fullback that's going to play the ball back in, all the way through to Joel McGregor, who will deal with it. And it's gone out of play for a goal kick. Manchester United under pressure here from Joel McGregor with their number 17, James Scanlon, running down the left-hand side. Logan Coles eventually gets the ball away, but it's only as far as their Manchester United number 4, Jack Kingdon. Approaching 70 minutes in this evening's game, all still to play for here between both sides. George Alston just coming away with the ball here, plays it into Alistair Stewart, who can get the ball to Joel McGregor, who's going to get the ball to Redmond. But his missed kick's gone out for a throw-in for Manchester United. Manchester United applying pressure down the far hand side through their number 10, Jack Fletcher, who plays the ball in only as far as Harley Hunt, who heads away to Logan Coles, who's fouled. And Swindon can get a bit of break in play here now after the pressure that Manchester United have been putting on. And Logan Coles is down, but it doesn't look like he requires medical attention. So it's going to be Redmond Evans to take to get the ball back in play. Man United look to take that offside free kick quick, but it's about 5 yards further forward. And Manchester United eventually get the ball back in play here. Manchester United progressing down this far side. And it's cut out by Alistair Stewart and away by Harry Chard. Only as far as George Olsen, who's muscled off the ball by Ashton Missing, the Manchester United player. And a fantastic challenge there from Harry Chard, who dispossesses him. And Jackson Brown progressing with a ball through to Josh Keys here. He's just taken it wide here up against the Manchester United fullback. Some trickery from him. And it's a good challenge from the Man United player. And they managed to get the ball away. Some beautiful footwork there from the Manchester United fullback Harry Amas, who turns two Swindon Town players, and they're progressing forward here, but it's cut out again by Harry Chard, who's having a fantastic game at left back this evening for Swindon Town. And Manchester United just switching the play there, but it's gone as far as Harry Amas, who had to track back for the ball there. Playing the ball out to their second half substitute, James Scanlon. Ball's come out all the way to the edge here, and again it's blocked by Harry Chard, and the ball's not gone out of play, so the young man's going to get the ball away here, but only far as Manchester United, number 5 there, Louis Jackson, and they're coming down the right-hand side again. Louis Jackson's going to overlap and get the ball in, only as far as Harley Hunt, who heads away, and Jackson Brown can clear. And again, a lot of everything that Manchester United's doing at the moment is coming down the far side. But again, a great block there from Harry Chard, who again is having a fantastic game this evening for Swindon Town. But his clearance only as far as the Manchester United man. Manchester United player 1-2 there is out to James Scanlon on the side, and Logan Coles battles well there to win the ball. And he's playing the ball down the middle, looking for Jackson Brown, and their keepers come out to claim it. But it's not the greatest of clearances from Manchester United, but they do eventually get the ball away. And Swindon Town absolutely battling everything at the moment, and Joel McGregor there is going to pick up the ball, but he's under pressure from the Manchester United left back. Number 10 plays it into their number 9. Who turns Harry Chard, but it's an expert block from Harley Hunt, who's also having a very good game after returning from injury for Swindon Town. Ball forward from Logan Coles, looking for Botan Amin. And there's definitely some tired legs out there for both sides so far this evening. It's very cold here at the county ground this evening in this 4th round FA Youth Cup action between Swindon Town and Manchester United. Swindon lead 2-0 in this evening's game at the moment, courtesy of both goals from Botan Amin. And it's Harry Chard, Harley Hunt, sorry, that's down injured at the moment. And he's okay to continue. He's asked the physio to stay where he is. And I'm seeing some movement on the Swindon Town bench, so I can see that they're preparing a substitution in this evening's game. It'll be their first substitution. Manchester United progressing in the final third here, but some great work from Botan Amin, who feels he's fouled, but it's gone out for a Manchester United throw-in. Manchester United also going to make another substitution here through Victor Musa, number 18 here, that's ready to come on. They're going to do that substitution now, and it's going to be number 6, Jacob Devaney, making way for number 18, Victor Musa. So third and final change there for the Manchester United side. And although movement on the Swindon Town bench at the moment, no substitution yet. Manchester United progressing forward through Jack Fletcher here, who twists and turns and eventually plays it into the substitute, Ruben Curley inside, who plays it out wide and eventually goes out to Ashton Misson on the right-hand side. The substitute, Ruben Curley, picks up the ball. He's looking for the number 3 through the left-hand channel, and the ball's gone all the way out for a goal kick. Offside there for Manchester United, who, although they're playing a lot of their good football down the right-hand side, are trying to use their left-back Harry Amass here in behind the Swindon Town defence, but he's offside, and Swindon just taking their time to get the ball back in play here from this offside. (1,500 people joining us on YouTube this evening. Apologies to those watching at home for the momentary silence there in commentary. I can assure the viewers at home that I haven't gone off for a pint just yet. Jackson Brown under pressure here from Manchester United, and they're progressing on the break here. Going to play the ball out to their number 9 here, Ethan Wheatley. And there's some cracking defending there, again from Harley Hunt, who's playing the ball all the way back to Harry Amas, who turns his man, Miles Abodo, only as far as Botan Amin, and plays it inside to Manchester United's substitute. And it's going to be a foul, on the far hand side for Manchester United. Looks like it's going to be Jack Fletcher taking this one. It's going to be a Manchester United free kick here on the far side as we approach 85 minutes. He's going to play the ball in, and it's Redmond Evans that looks to gather, and Jackson Brown's able to get the ball away. Botan Amin looks to chase, but it's going to go all the way out for a Manchester United throw-in. Manchester United progressing with a ball down the far-hand side here. They whip in the cross, looking for Harry Amas, who gets his head on the ball. Only as far as the Manchester United player, but he's handled it, and the referee's given a foul. There was a good opportunity there for Manchester United, and particularly the substitute number 18, Victor Musa. He's handled the ball in the penalty area, and it's going to be a free kick for Swindon Town. Harley Hunt clears the ball here. Manchester United going to get the ball back in play here on the near side. Looks like a foul throw, but the referee's let the game continue. It looks like it's gone out on the touchline there, but the referee continues to play, and the ball's whipped across and goes out for a goal kick. Redmond Evans plays the ball forward here. Miles Abodo being held there, but he's come away with the ball. He's battling hard to substitute. He wanted a foul, but the referee's given nothing here, Neil Pratt. And Manchester United look to progress down the left-hand side, but the ball's gone out for a throw-in here. Swindon Town looking to manage the time here, but the referee wants Joel McGregor to speed up with the retrieval of the ball. Joel McGregor throws the ball back in play. Only as far as Jackson Brown, who's going to play that ball forward. He's out for a throw-in. Looks more of a 4-3-3 for Swindon Town as we approach the final couple of minutes here in the second half. A brilliant challenge there from Alistair Stewart to cut out the attack there for Swindon Town, and he's progressing forward here. He's got a couple of players in support. He goes alone and it's over the bar there for Swindon Town, but a great move there for Alistair Stewart.
Substitutions for the Town, sponsored by Roots Sports. Replacing number 11, George Houston. Number 14, Danny Gonzalez.
A great showing here from George Olsen this evening, number 11. He's going to be replaced by number 14, Danny Gonzalez, who's had his own challenges this season through injury. So it's great to see him back out on the field, especially at the county ground this evening. And it looks like Danny's going to slot straight into the position that George Olsen was, which is out on the far side on the left. Manchester United tried to play a ball over the top, but it's cut out again by Harry Chard. And Jackson Brown sweeps up there, and it's gone out for a throw-in for Manchester United. Alistair Stewart gives away a foul here on the left-hand side. This is a dangerous one for Swindon. And he's going to go into Neil Pratt's book here. I'm not sure Alistair Stewart would be worried too much about that yellow card. As you heard there from the stadium announcer, we're entering 5 minutes of added time here at the county ground in this FA Youth Cup 4th round fixture. And Manchester United with a dangerous free kick here. It's going to be whipped in by the substitute, number 17. And another substitute, Victor Musa, gets his head on it, but it's comfortable for Redmond Evans. I'm sure Swindon will take their time with this one here after there's a missed kick from the substitute there, Ruben Curley. And the ball's going to go out for a throw in here for Swindon Town, which Josh Keys will take. Joel McGregor to get the ball back in play here. Joel McGregor will take another throw in here. And it's a foul all the way in the corner for Swindon Town. And again, I'm sure Swindon Town will take their time with this one. But we're getting to that time now where we start talking about our man of the match for this evening's game, with Swindon leading 2-0 in this 4th round FA Youth Cup fixture against Manchester United. A lot of standout performers here for Swindon Town in tonight's game, especially Botan Amin, the goal scorer of both goals. Harley Hunt's had a very good performance in one of his first games back from injury. But I think for myself, my man of the match for this evening's game, someone who I think has been absolutely brilliant in this evening's game. Everything that's come down his way defensively, he's dealt with. Everything attackingly, he's done well. So my man of the match for this evening's game is number 3, Harry Chard. Just as I was telling you, my man of the match for this evening's game, Swindon Town have another throw in here, which they play into Botan Amin. Looking for Miles Abodo, which both players will pressure. It's gone out for a throw-in, but it is Manchester United's throw-in. Swindon Town continuing to chase everything here in the press, and it's gone as far as Josh Keys, who's going to play the ball in, looking for Danny Gonzalez to put some pressure on the Manchester United right back there. There's just some scuffles here between the players as we're approaching the last minute of the game here. Just need some game management for Swindon, especially as they look to progress in the next round. Referee Neil Pratt's taking a good look at this here. So who's the referee going to have a chat to here? I think it was Jackson Brown that was involved in most of that there, with the Swindon Town players just pulling him away. Obviously, he's a really influential player for Swindon Town, so they definitely need him in the next round, so nothing silly needed here from Swindon Town. A shake of hands there between Jackson Brown and the substitute Ruben Curley. And I think the referee booked Jackson Brown there as well. But we are approaching the final minute of added time here at the county ground. If you're just joining us here on YouTube, Swindon lead 2-0 in this evening's game, courtesy of 2 goals from Botan Amin. Redmond Evans does look to claim that ball, but punches. And the resulting shot from the Man United player far and high over the bar. And ball's played forward here by Redmond Evans. Goes as far as Miles. And the ball's gone out for a throw-in for Swindon Town. And we're past the 5 allocated minutes for added time now. Swindon Town getting the ball back in play through Jackson Brown, who's going to launch the ball forward, looking for Botan Amin. Swindon Town bench are calling for full-time whistle here after the 5 minutes added time's been played. I would presume the referee's playing past that allocation because of the altercation between Ruben Curley and Jackson Brown. Manchester United continuing to press here down the far side. We still await a referee's whistle here, but it's cut out by Botan Amin, and he comes away with a ball here. Looks to play in Miles, but he's being held. And the referee's got his whistle in his mouth. And it's Swindon Town who are victors of the county ground this evening. 2-0 Swindon Town, and they are into the 5th round of the FA Youth Cup.
Full time here at the county ground, Swindon Town 2, Man United 0. Swindon Town's man of the match, and speak for that big sponsor, Rope and Rail, goes to number 9, Botan Amin. Let's get attendance for this evening, 2,187. Thank you very much for your support. Don't forget back here on Saturday afternoon. 3 o'clock kickoff as we entertain Tranmere. Swindon one more time, let's hear it for the boys!
Hey,